Hello everyone, and welcome back. My name is Hugh.
And I'm Isabel.
And today it is finally happening.
At long last.
We are doing the Folklore album review. Now if you've been following our Taylor series, you know that Folklore is to me, it's her best album, like, objectively. So I was really excited to do this one because I was wanting to see if our, system that we've been working with would reflect that. And I think for me it did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about you.
Yep.
But so if you have been watching our series, you know, we listen to the full album and we rank each song in different categories.
4 categories.
And so we do songwriting and lyrics, melody, vocals, production arrangement, and emotion impact. And so that's the songwriting is how it was written, melody is how it sounds, production is everything else, and then emotion impact is our personal subjective score. So we did Folklore. Gosh, this album, every time I listen to it, I forget just how impactful and beautiful it is.
It's
beautiful is the word that kept coming back up to us. I feel like every song has a beautiful message and sounds gorgeous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's an album that's been so integrated into our lives. I think we both it's my desert island album, favorite album of all time. One album on a desert island. I want it to be Folklore. So sometimes I just always put it on in the background, and it's just comfort music. And it's kind of, I realized today, it's been a while since I've sat down and listened to it, really listened to it, and it almost was like hearing it for the first time today when we were trying to think about these categories. And I'm just it truly is a masterpiece of an album. It's a masterclass in songwriting and storytelling and production and every aspect of it. And I can't even fathom the expertise it took for her to make this album. And the fact that
it's a different level.
She was given the tracks, Aaron Dessner sent basically pre-produced tracks, and then she
not for every song, I think,
but for a
lot.
I know for Peace,
and Hoax,
which is just crazy because those are such interesting, and we'll get into it more, but
the complexity on this album
the fact that she heard it and then wrote those lyrics over it is just it confounds me. Her skill level.
No, I think Folklore is where she really became a serious artist in a lot of people's minds. Now, we knew because we were fans that she had amazing written songs and Speak Now, Red, and all of those, but I feel this is when the critics started to take her more seriously.
Yes.
And I do think that it is on paper her most bulletproof album. There's not a song on this that I would remove. There's not even a song that I would skip and listen through ever.
No.
They are all so important, and I mean, it's just kind of a perfect album, as perfect as you can get, I think.
And we said, this is definitely her most deserved album of the year.
Oh, yes, 100%. Not that she deserved Fearless and 1989.
Yeah.
Midnight's debatable. I love Midnight's, but, debatable. But Folklore is, no one else could have won, to me.
Yeah, and I feel Folklore kind of almost created this thing where, people became Swifties for Folklore and Evermore.
Yes.
And then now they don't like her new album.
I know. It
almost created, a schism within the Swifties.
It did. No, it really did.
Because, this was a very atypical thing for her to do, and it's very unique. And we were just talking about how special it was during the pandemic. And
oh my gosh,
she was just locked in her
and then
apartment.
Evermore coming out 6 months later.
Yeah, and she just
crazy.
dropped it. She just cold dropped it. No singles, no anything. It was just here's the album, and then it's this insane masterpiece.
I think in a way it really revived her career. Not that it was on a decline, but it was on a little bit of Lover was her least successful album at that point.
Yeah.
Now obviously Lover Now is really, it's one of, I think, her most streamed album of all time, which is crazy to think about. But then I think Folklore really made people take her seriously again. So
it was a complete switch.
Yeah.
It's something so different.
And I'm saying we had Lover, then we had Folklore, now we have The Life of a Showgirl. I'm saying Woodvale is next. That's the next direction.
We really do want her to bring this back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I enjoy the other things as well, but I would love a third album that does this kind of writing.
Yeah, I don't know if she's in a place where she could, the amount of emotions that were happening,
I know, that's the thing.
Knowing what was going on with her. I don't know if she could, but we would obviously love it and be here for it.
Okay, so we've talked long enough about the album and its impact.
Let's actually get into it.
Now we're gonna go through the songs. So the track one was the one, and this is the one, ironically, where I was oh, I haven't listened to this in a while, because when I started hearing the bridge, I was this is making me emotional. And I always view the one as kind of a fun, not a fun, but just a a chill opener, but like when you really listen to it, it's kind of heartbreaking. Like,
it is very heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
I know. And I persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing had been different, would everything be different? That's amazing. Amazing lyricism.
Yeah.
So, starting with the song right now, I give it a 4 out of 5.
I give it a 4 as well.
Yeah, I almost gave it a 5.
I did too.
But I feel like the overall song was a 4. The bridge itself is a 5, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I absolutely love, I think it's such a great opening, and I think the idea of, like, the concept of, you know, it's kind of like the butterfly effect. It's like, if one thing had been different, would everything be different?
Like, if I had said one thing differently, if I'd done one thing differently, could it have, like, changed your mind?
And then she's like, rosé flowing with your chosen family, like, and it would have been sweet if it could have been me.
If it could have been me, it's very upsetting.
So, it's very, it really hurts.
It's very Chloe or Sam,
in
a way.
Yes, no, I see.
There's
I see
a connection
exactly
there.
Yeah.
I was thinking of that.
And both songs might be about the same person. We don't know, but...
We're not going to say anything on that.
Melody vocals, I also give it a 4.
Me too.
Because that bridge, like,
and when it goes,
beautiful falsetto.
Yeah.
No,
and the melody is super... The melody is very bouncy and fun.
It is, yeah.
Which I think is a perfect way to, like, open the album. Like, you're pulling people in.
Oh, and I'm Doing Good on Some New Shit is such a great way to open this album because she literally is on some new shit, like a new genre, like a new sound for her.
Clearly.
Yeah. So...
Production,
I also gave it a 4.
Me too.
I really liked it. Like, I thought it was great. There's nothing that stands out to me necessarily about it, but it supports the song so well and flows. And almost all of this production, it's like, it's so good that you don't even notice it that much, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's just so perfectly suited to, like,
yeah,
slow kind of style of this.
No, I totally agree. Like, it's definitely above average, not like a 5. That's not like why you're listening to the song, but it's very, very good.
Very good, well done. Nothing like to change, really.
Yeah, no.
And then Emotion Impact, I give it a 4.
I give it a 4 too.
Okay, so 8 out of 10 for both of us.
8 out of 10, yes.
I think that's 100% where the 1 is. And honestly, I thought the 1 might have scored lower when I initially went into it, but listening, I was like, no, it's great in every. It's above average in every category.
It is.
For sure.
And as is every song that follows.
Yes.
As we shall see.
Okay, next up, Cardigan. This is, like, definitely one of the fan favorites. Hearing this live on the Eras Tour, which we were at, may I let everyone know again, it was, like, crazy. Like, I was, like, screaming my heart out. I love this song.
This song, to me, the line... But I knew everything when I was young. It's a line that could be a thesis for this album.
It could.
There could be an argument there that's like something, because this concept of like youth and now you're growing up, but you're looking back and like just I don't know, that comes up a lot, and that is like we did know everything when we were young.
I know.
And I always say like the things you loved and wanted to do and the things you thought of like when you were a kid are like should be like a guide for your life.
No, I 100% agree. Yeah.
I don't know. And then, like, you drew stars around my scars, but now I'm bleeding. Like, I knew you would linger.
Like a tattoo kiss.
You would haunt all of my what-ifs. And the imagery of chasing shadows in the grocery line always gets me, because I just can, like, envision it so perfectly. Like, you think you see someone, and you think you recognize them, but it's not them. And, like...
Yeah. No, it's such a masterfully written song. I mean, Cardigan is just too, it's like, I mean, it was the single, and I feel like it's one of the fan favorites, and I, like, never get sick of this song. It never grows tired on me.
And, like, her low notes, too.
Yes, her range of it and the way it builds, it's a great song. So what did you give for songwriting?
I give it a 5.
Yeah, I actually give it a 4, which I feel like it's only because it's because of the verses are not as strong as the bridge to me. The verses are still really strong, but they weren't quite enough. The, like, vintage G brandy phone, it feels a little bit, like, more, not as clear and concise as...
To me, it's, like, just painting a picture of this person, and it's, like, when you were young, they assumed you know nothing.
Yeah.
And I love the,
I see that, yeah.
What is it, like, sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual politics. Like, it is painting a picture.
Oh, I'm seeing that, actually,
that then, like, guides you into the chorus. It, like, gives you what you need to understand the chorus and then the bridge.
Yes, no, I understand that. I think it's just a personal, like, taste thing there.
No, and I get
but
it. It's kind of, like, it's just, like, choppy imagery, I guess. But I personally think it's perfect.
Yeah.
And, like, the bridge just knocks everything out of the park. It
does.
Like, it just,
the bridge
she
is
just
amazing.
keeps going. She just keeps going.
Yeah.
And it's, like, it's so beautiful and it's so, like, sad. And also, the whole album is, like, melancholy but also like weirdly like comforting too.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
It's like every song, even the songs that are really sad, feel somewhat comforting, and there's a resolution reached in most of them. Now once we get to hoax, then it's like, okay, now they're just gonna jump off the cliff. But before that, I do feel like even like 7 and the other ones that are sad like still have like a happy-ish ending. Yeah.
No, I agree.
Melody vocals, I give it a 4 as well.
So I give it a 5.
Yeah,
because
I think that's
love
fair.
the low notes.
Yeah,
I think Taylor's lower register is incredibly
so
underappreciated.
It
People talk about her singing and they do not like.
She's one of the best lower registers in pop
hard.
right now.
It's very difficult to sing that low
with such like fullness and resonance.
Yes, and it's like so beautiful. So many of these songs to me are just like, they're like lullabies almost. Like they're so comforting and soothing for me to listen to.
The melodic songwriting on this whole album is like perfect. Like there's no melody. Actually, there's only one song to me that I don't love the melody on, and we'll get to that. But like almost all of them, I love the melody.
Yeah.
So
to me, it's perfect.
Production, I give it a 4.
I give it a 5.
Yeah, you said it's a 10.
I said it's a 10. I
understand that.
Going into
the production is really good. Like it is good.
I'm upset. Like the opening, and this is one where Aaron Dessner said that it's like he's in like some backstage, like in Germany, just like, and that sound is him like tapping on.
Oh, really?
And when Taylor heard it, she thought it sounded like high heels on cobblestone, and that's why she wrote that.
Genius,
So it's just things like that where I'm like, that
no, the production
is
really good,
and just like thinking of the way the song came together is so astounding to me, because it's like the levels of genius on like both sides. Like I know it's a 5. It's a 10. Everything's 10.
No, I give it a 4, but I do really like it. And then emotion impact, for me it was a 4. Cardigan has never been my standout from the album, but it is objectively a really good song, so I give it a 4.
Yeah, to me it's a 5. It is like
it's one of your songs.
This is one of my songs, and like I knew everything when I was young. Like that. I know. That does something to me. It does something very deep inside my soul. Yeah. So 10 out of 10 for me.
And I give it an 8 out of 10.
And like that's fine. I feel like everything between like an 8
to 10 is
like,
very good.
Amazing. But to me, Cardigan is like a perfect song. There's not a singular thing I would change. I think it's perfect, flawless, never been done before. Showstopping.
No, it's very, very good. To me, it's not one of my personal taste favorites, and there are a few things that I don't like love about it as much, but I do think it's an amazing song. Yeah. So
no, I understand that.
Okay, now on to the Last Great American Dynasty. This is another one that I truly feel like the euphoria I felt singing this live.
Oh my goodness.
Was like
insane. We danced harder to the bridge of this song than we did to anything else.
Anything on like Red or 1989.
Yeah,
no,
like
we were a menaces when it came to the folklore set. Everyone around us, we were in the very back of the nosebleeds.
Most of our section was like sitting down, and we were up like freaking.
No,
out.
like it was not.
I've always
it was
said,
serious.
Like the euphoria I felt during the folklore set, I don't think I'll ever feel it again.
No, I don't think so
even if I have a child, they're born. I don't think it'll. I don't think it'll match.
So the Last Great American Dynasty, I think, is a great song. I love this. Is such a creative. This is like one of the most creative songs on the album, because she's like taking real life scenario mixed with like fictional stories, mixed with like a flip at the end where you realize like she's the narrator. It's just like, it's such a genius storytelling song. Yeah. And I feel like it's also underrated.
It's painting such a picture of this woman, and then she's like using that and comparing it to herself. Yes. And then stuff starts coming back too with like Mad Woman as well, because she's like in this song, it's like, I had a marvelous time ruining everything. Yeah. She was the maddest woman this town had ever seen. It's just like, this album is also so just like consistent. It has like this great, like everything's connected. Yeah. I love it.
No, it's amazing. So songwriting, I give it a 4.
I give it a 4 as well.
Could have been a 5, but I do feel like overall, like it's such great storytelling, but it's not like it's more simple than like something like My Tears Ricochet or something that I would give a 5.
Yes, I agree. I don't really know how to explain. I feel like it just there's not as much depth. Yeah. To it,
but like, it's amazing. Really amazing writing.
It's way above average. Yeah. It's telling this amazing story. It's very, the little bait and switch she does is very clever. Yeah, definitely a 4.
And then melody vocals, I also give a 4. I love the I had a marvelous time. It's
Yeah.
So beautiful.
I give it a 4 too. She sounds so good.
And just overall the melody of "They say he was seen on occasion." It's so good.
The rock star. Yeah. Oh.
Production also 4.
Yes.
Like I love the production of this bridge makes me go crazy.
Oh my goodness.
And then emotion impact I give it a 4 as well.
I did too.
So 8 out of 10.
Yes, 8 out of 10, and I think that's perfect for this one.
Because it's just like an 8 out of 10 is just a great song, and that's how I would describe Last
Yes, like it's
Dynasty.
just great. It's nothing that's like making me bawl my eyes out or like have a mental breakdown crisis too. Not that those are the requirements for a 10 out of 10, but like
no, most of the time
on this album, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get into it, but
so overall 8 out of 10. Next up we have Exile. Now Exile is one that to me it's not one that I immediately think is going to be one of my favorites for some reason, but hearing it today I had some mental breakdowns. Like I was like going through it because it's so beautiful. The lyricism is so poignant, and I love Bon Iver's voice. And listen, I am a known male voice.
Men.
Yeah, male voice non-enjoyer. I just like I'm not normally drawn to their voices as much, but his like low and like powerful voice, it just was so good. And then compared with Taylor's like soft, it's amazing. Like it's ear candy to me.
It is.
You know what? Maybe the girl that screamed outside the Arrow store was onto something because I kind of get it.
I get her.
Oh my god.
I don't know if anyone is going to understand. Actually, they will.
Yeah, I feel like our audience
if
is
the
chronically
Swifties
online,
are here,
right?
they're going to know what we're talking about.
So, songwriting 5 out of 5.
Yeah, obviously.
It's amazing.
It has to be a 5. I mean, like,
so good.
Second, third, and 100 chances, balancing on breaking branches.
Yeah.
Those eyes add insult to injury. Like, there's just, every line is a banger. Every single one.
Taylor's first verse, too, is so good. I can see you standing, honey, like you're just his understudy.
Laughing, but the joke's not funny.
So good. So good. And then I love the idea of he's saying, like, you never gave a warning sign, and she's saying I gave so many signs. Because I think that's a common thing in relationships, especially like male-female relationships, where it's like the woman feels like she's given a million signs, and then the guy doesn't pick up on any of them.
And it's really connected to like you're losing me.
Yeah.
You're losing me. She's talking about like my nails were bitten down to the quick, like I was blue, I looked sick.
Yes.
And you didn't even notice.
And you didn't know. You're right, actually. And that's why I do think like a lot of this album is about Joe. She just said it was fiction, and then because like I'm sorry, like Tolerate It is 100% about Joe. We deduced that, but
a lot of these songs are connected to Tolerate It. We'll discuss.
They
that
are,
more.
and some of them you can make an argument for Maddie Healy, but that's not what they're about. Like for us to listen to, but it is something interesting to think about in hindsight.
Yeah. Well, and the special thing about folklore is we have the long pun session.
Yes.
Where she did.
We're still waiting on the Evermore one. We're still waiting.
She went into great detail on a lot of them and like the inspiration behind them. So I feel like that adds another layer of why it's such a powerful album, because we know from her own perspective.
Yeah.
What like inspired.
Even though remember with 7, what did she say? She was like, what did she say?
She was like, yeah, I saw a kid screaming in the grocery store.
Yeah. It's like, babes, we know there's more to that, but sure.
Yeah, I mean, you know, to a degree. Like some of them I feel like Peace, Epiphany, This Is Me Trying.
My
like,
Ricochet was also
she went into like great detail, and I feel like that gives even more depth to them. But
melody vocals for Exile, I give it a 4.
5.
I almost gave it a 5.
Oh, I gave it a 5.
I was so close to a 5.
The melody.
No, it's so gorgeous.
And their voices and the way they contrast, but like also blend. Like
no, it's gorgeous.
It is ear candy. You're right.
Yeah, I think it was just like a 5 for me. Like normally needs like something like really exciting, like over the top. But I do think, I mean, honestly, I feel like maybe I should have given it a 5
I mean, it's
now.
just like a 5.
I'm like, maybe it should have been a 5.
Yeah.
It was close to a 5 for sure.
Yeah, no, well, you can't rewrite history, so.
Now on to production, I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4 too.
I almost gave it a 5. It was very close because I love the arrangement, but I do think this is the only one where like, it does go on just a little bit too long. Like the arrangement goes on where we've done the, I gave so many signs. Like towards the end, I was like, okay.
I feel like the final little chorus could have been cut off.
I do too. I think it would have been a little stronger that way.
I don't know.
Still was a 4
but
though,
I'm still like loving it the entire time.
And I love the piano, and then it builds really nicely. Bon Iver also like does lots of nice background vocals, and then Taylor too.
Literally,
their voices together are just beautiful. Like
all of these songs have such recognizable production too. Like when they come on and you hear the first note, you know immediately what song it is. Yeah.
And then emotion impact, I did give it a 5.
Yeah,
sure.
you were very impacted.
Yeah.
I gave it a 4.
Interesting.
Obviously super high. It's like, I don't know, like it's not one I necessarily can like connect to situations in my own life. But I love it.
Yeah, I understand that. I just think it's one that like every time I've listened to it, I've had some kind of like emotional response.
No, I completely understand.
But it's not one that like when I think of folklore is my favorite. But it like
that's the case with a lot of these.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of forget because they just get swallowed up by some of the bigger tracks. But
so I give it a 9 out of 10.
I gave it also a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Next up
My
is
Tears Ricochet.
My Tears Ricochet.
Y'all.
Well,
our tears stick.
I didn't even need to listen to this one because I knew what it was.
See, here's the thing. Listen, some of these were just a 10, and we just knew that, and it was just gonna get a 10.
But I still tried to be objective when I listened through. But I think it was like the first chorus I said, okay, well, that's it. It's a 10 because it is perfect, and I think My Tears Ricochet, you can make an argument to be like Taylor's best song, for sure.
That absolutely could be an argument. Objectively.
I think it's so perfect in every way, and the story that it's telling, and the concept. This is the best song I think she wrote about her masters getting stolen, and the betrayal of someone that you like trusted and like who like kind of raised you. Like, yeah, it's like so sad. And then like you hear My Stolen Lullaby. It's like he stole them from her, and it like makes me emotional, and it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, and I feel like in the Long Pond session she talked about like divorce as well.
Yes, there's a lot of other.
If you're with someone for a long time in a friendship or relationship, whatever, and then you guys, but you can never fully like cut someone out of your life like that when you've been so intertwined. So it is like, if I'm dead to you, why are you at the wake? Yeah. Like when I fight, you used to tell me I was brave.
Yes. Yeah. No, it's like, and it is because he used to like when she would like go on these like things about how, you know, like artists aren't getting paid enough, he like thought she was brave and like support her and double down with her, and then he just betrayed her. And I think it works for friendships and divorce and
just anything where it's like you're everything. So deeply interconnected with someone, and then something happens and they're like not who there's so much. Yeah, there's so many layers to it. So songwriting 5 out of 5. Obviously. We just talked about all of it. I mean, all the lines are great. The imagery is just beautiful. I mean, it's just masterful. And then like I can go anywhere I want, just not home. Yeah, and when the bridge, for some reason I was thinking about like religion and people who like believe religion, and it's like I can go anywhere I want, just not home, and I still talk to you when I'm screaming at the sky. I know. That was like bringing this vision of like people who deconstruct religion. So there's just a lot. It can be applicable to so many situations. And that is her talent, is that she made a situation of her getting her music like stolen from her. And it can be applicable to divorce, and deconstruction. It's crazy like because she's just so skilled, because there's so much specificity. It's like very specific things, and it somehow still can be widely related to by many. I don't know. It's amazing. It's why she's the best songwriter of all time. It's why she was put in the Songwriting Hall of Fame. Yes, like, I think she was one of the youngest people to ever do it. Or the youngest. Yeah. Was she? I don't remember who was the youngest, but yeah, melody vocals 5 out of 5 as well. Love the melody, and then that part where it goes up and when you're screaming at the sky, it like. Well, and those oohs at the beginning, like the. Oh my gosh! Yes, intro. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I feel like this is like, in a way, it's like All Too Well, but like bumped up a little bit better, if that makes sense. Like I find some similarities in how they're constructed, but I think My Tears Ricochet is better. That's my personal opinion. Production arrangement, obviously 5 out of 5. Like we said, the background vocals at the beginning, and then also just like when it picks up for the bridge, like, and I can go anywhere I want, it just builds, and it's like, it's breathtaking. On the Eras tour, like that. I can't. And do you remember she was like at the end of it, she was just in like a ball. Oh yeah. We're not. I can't. We can't discuss it. I can't. Emotion impact 20 out of 5. Actually, 5 is not high. A lot of these 5 wasn't quite a high enough score for the impact. I can't even begin. It broke the scale. I can't even begin to explain the impact that some of these songs have had on me. Like life altering. I wouldn't be the person I am if I like hadn't heard them when this came out. And that's how it's similar to, I feel like, Punisher for me. Yes. Like it's like this is an essential album for me. So it's like for our life. So 10 out of 10 for My Tears Ricochet. Obviously, spoiler alert. You're right. It really could be made. The argument could be made that it's like objectively Taylor's best song. I think that is there. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. All right. Next up, Mirrorball, which is one of Taylor's favorite songs. Yes. She said it was in her like top And
too,
that,
I think.
I
see why.
that,
yeah, I see why.
I'm sure she feels exactly
She really relates to it, yeah. Mirrorball is such a great song, and it's such a unique perspective and, like, thought process of, like,
I know.
I'm doing everything for your attention and approval, and yet I'm writing a song about that very thing, which is then doing, it's very meta.
Yeah,
like,
it's one just her, again, in a long pond session, I'm gonna keep bringing it up, and she's talking about it, and she's like, people, like, we have them hanging, and then we break them, and it makes them more sparkly for us. Like, the more they go through, and the more, like, drama and all these things, like, the more we enjoy watching them, but also the less, like, human they become. Like, there's just so much.
Honestly, there's a pedal connection. The title track pedal, there's a pedal and my mirrorball connection.
There is.
There, because they're both kind of talking about how, like,
Pedaling the pavement.
I can change everything about me to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, in pedal, she's saying, like, I can do it as long as I get the ovation each night. Like,
yeah,
it's both kind of from the
like,
perspective
I'm still
of,
on my tallest tiptoes, shining just for you. But then it's also this thing of, like, people projecting, and, like, how she is a mirror ball, and they're gonna just, like, see whatever they want in her, regardless of what the truth actually is. And they're gonna project their own problems onto her, regardless of what the truth actually is. And that happens time and time again.
It does. So, Mirrorball, amazing. Song and I did give it a 4.
So I gave it a 5.
I think it's deserved, yeah.
I've said for a long time, and I don't know 100% if I still agree with this, but, like, definitely in high school, I said this was my favorite Taylor Swift bridge.
It is one of her best
ever.
bridges. 100%.
When she said, I'm still a believer, but I don't know why. And I've never been a natural. All I do is try. There's something about that really rocked my world. And that solely was enough for me to give it the 5. But I mean, obviously, the entire thing, just like the concept of it, is so interesting, and it's, like, perfectly executed.
No, I feel like everyone feels that way to a certain extent, but especially if you're in anything in the performance industry, which both of us were performers at a certain point, and it's like, and currently, like, it's just like a lot of things, it feels like some things come naturally for sure, but, like, a lot of it doesn't. And, like, I've never been natural. All I do is try. And it's like that line really rocked my world, because it was like, I don't know, I relate to it so strongly, but, like, also it's like, I'm gonna keep doing what I can to balance the tightrope and keep you looking at me.
Also, if for people who are, like, people pleasers, or always trying to make someone happy who's, like, never gonna be satisfied, that's kind of the way I relate to it now, where it's like, I'm still trying, I'm just vying for your attention and your approval and your, like, positive affirmations of me, and, like, no matter, I'm just always gonna try to get that, like, whether it's with your parents or, like, friends, and, like, I don't know, there's like,
I
so
see that
many
too, because I feel like I'm not a natural in public, like, all I do is try, like, I feel like
I'm always just trying to make sure people like me, and to make sure I'm very, like, palatable to people, and I know that it's, like, kind of bad, but, like, I continue doing it anyway because I'm addicted to, like, the validation. That type of a thing. So
very thought-provoking.
Extremely.
I do think the bridge is so good. I think the verses to me were what made it a 4, but a 4 is still really high. Melody vocals, I also give it a 4. It's really pretty. It kind of stays in the same place, but I like the kind of repetitive nature of it.
Yeah, that in the same way as, like, This Is Me Trying. I feel like that sort of monotonous, repetitive melody, like, fits what we're talking about in the song. Yeah, I give it a 4.
And it does, like, you can, like, even, like, the vibe of the, and that'll get into production, I give it a 4. The vibe of the production, it does feel like a mirrorball. Like, it feels like it's shimmering.
It's sweeping. Yes, 100%. I give production a 4 as well. Like, I think it's amazing.
Yeah, and then emotion impact, I give it a 4. That line in the bridge really affects me, but the rest of the song, I'm not, like, as relating to it.
Yeah, so. I can understand that. I did give it a 5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I just obviously yapped about why I give it a 5.
Yes.
So
I give Mirrorball an 8 out of 10.
I give it a 9.
Okay.
Out of 10.
Next up is 7. This one's so beautiful and very sad, but also happy at the end, because I think it's a beautiful thought of the people that you used to know, and you don't even remember what their face looks like, but you still have so much love for them, and that's just such a beautiful sentiment.
And it's coming back to, like, this, like, childhood, and looking back on your childhood, and this is, like, very little, like, when you were 7.
I know.
And, like, the innocence, and, like, I think your house is haunted because your dad's mad. Why else would he be mad if there isn't a ghost? Like, that is so heartbreaking, and just, like, the seeing these awful situations through the eyes of like an innocent child.
Yeah.
And like Love You to the Moon and to Saturn has become such a like thing
I know.
for people, and that's like so sweet.
And then just like a love song, Our Love Lasts, or just
So
like a folk
long.
song, Our Love Lasts so long. It's like, even despite all these things, like our love will last forever. It's just,
it's so like girlhood too, because you've got this like juxtaposition of like your braids like a pattern, Love You to the Moon and to Saturn, like girly, and then like let's hide in the closet from your dad who's screaming at you. And I feel like that's such a, like, I don't know, like when I think of my friendships I had as a little girl, there is that, because there's always that like sweet cute innocence, and then also this like the horrors of the world that you're like, you know, are there but you don't understand them yet, and it's like, I don't know, it's very like heartbreaking but also sweet.
No, it's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
So I give it a 4.
I gave it a 5.
Yeah,
Yo,
but see, I'm supporting all of your 5s. Like I have,
know.
yeah. This isn't a lighthouse
I just
situation.
like, okay, not the lighthouse.
Okay, we don't have to get back into that.
I'm giving it a 5 for, like, again, the concept. It's just like so unique. It's so unique.
It is beautiful.
And I love how she includes her specificity of like Pennsylvania under me. Like that's where she grew up. It's so sweet.
No, it's great. So melody vocals, I give it a 4 as well.
I give it a 4.
I think the melody is beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
Like beautiful. Where I almost was like about to give it a 5, but I do feel like it's simple enough
and
that
she
it's got a 4.
sounds so pretty.
She
like,
does.
Please.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's such like a sweeping.
And I love the She's very ethereal in this album, and I do feel like it suits her vocal abilities and like just tone. Like this kind of music suits her the best.
Yeah.
As much as I love her like pop stuff, and she sounds great in that too, I do feel like this is like the best.
Because her voice is so, it's ethereal. It's like a fairy.
It is. Yeah, it really is. Production, I also gave it a 4. I thought it was great.
Yep.
Very pretty. And then emotion impact, I give it a 4, but I'm guessing you gave it a 5.
I gave it a 5,
Yeah, no, I think that's
There's
deserved.
a trend happening here.
Yeah.
Like I said, the levels of impact that some of these songs have had, and also just like throughout, because now the album's been out for many years. It's like came out like when I was in high school, through college. Like I feel like a lot of the songs have taken on different meanings throughout different eras of my life now, that it's just like another level of impact. Like they break the scale. They really do.
So I gave 7 and 8 out of 10.
And I give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
So we're pretty consistent.
Neither of us gave it a 7. I was thinking that would be funny, but I couldn't give it lower.
No.
Like, it wouldn't work, but it would have been cute. So next up, August.
We're filming this in August.
We are filming this in August, and August is my birthday month.
Period.
And August is like one of my favorite months, regardless, just because it feels like August is like a month of change.
Yeah,
and
it's the end of August. The bugs are just starting
yes,
to die.
Yes, August is the end of the summer, and kind of like, I think fall technically begins at the end of August, right?
It begins, at the end of September.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, for my purposes, I feel like
it is
school,
a transitional
the summer,
month. It's a transitional
the summer of
month.
school ends, and then school starts in August, and it feels like it's the transition of like June and July to me are like the ugly summer months. No offense to them, but they're just,
I hate those months.
They get very, I don't know. We're not really summer girlies either of us, but August feels like it's the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you.
Yes,
and I love August. And anyway, I don't know why I went on a whole rant about August, but the song is amazing as well.
I feel like August.
I just talked for so long about that. Okay. You go.
I think this song is one of the most popular.
It is definitely, definitely the most popular. And oh my god, seeing it or hearing it, seeing it live was like, I like experienced euphoria. It was just so good.
Yeah.
No, I love August. I think it should have been the single for sure. As much as I love Cardigan, August like has the most like mainstream potential, and it just is like, to me, it's a perfect song. Like, there's nothing I would change about it.
I love, my favorite part about this song is to live for the hope of it all.
Yes.
And that's like literally one of my daily mantras.
Yes.
Because it is like,
not in the sense of like someone not liking you back,
more
but
just like literally, because it is like sometimes that's all you have is the hope of it all. The future.
Yeah.
The hope of it all. And sometimes that's enough. And that's okay.
Is.
Like just the hope that like, and I find that very comforting.
Yes. This is the one that I feel like when I was like listening to the album for the first time, it was like, this was the one that I kept coming back to because it's just like, it's such a, like, I feel like everyone loves this song.
I love it. I do. Yeah. I will say, it's never been like my top dog.
Yeah.
Though,
no, and I understand
to the level of like kind of like you with
Other
Cardigan.
people.
Not to the level of other people. Like, I adore it. I give it a very high score. But I don't really know. There's just something about it that favorite. I don't like come back to it. I never skip it, and I always listen to it on August 1st every year, of course.
Oh, well, yeah, you have to. If you don't do that, then I don't know what you're doing with your life.
Anyway,
so if you haven't listened to it yet, pause this video, go listen to it, and then come back.
All right.
And then like and subscribe. So August.
Songwriting lyrics?
Songwriting lyrics, I give it a 5. I don't care. It's a 5.
No, I gave it a 4, so we're switching gears here.
Because here's the deal. Like, if you have been in this narrator's perspective, and some of us have been many times.
Many times.
Like, it's basically it's unrequited, or not unrequited, but just love without commitment. Love without commitment.
You're caring about it more than they are.
Yes, and you want this to actually go somewhere, and they are just having a summer fling. And unfortunately, if you've been in that situation a lot of times, this one is the perfect way to write it, because it's like, cancel my plans just in case you call, because you just want to keep it open just in case. And like, I remember getting really into the song. It was during the lockdown, and I was having my first like situationship, and like this song, like, I don't know, meet me behind the mall, like meet me behind. This song is too relatable to me. Yeah. So I'm saying August. No, I
adore the story it's painting. It doesn't really like stick with me as much, but I like it, and I think. Like, I love the triangle she does with Cardigan, August.
And I think there is a level of, like, relatability that makes this one me, like, biased.
Yes, and it's very, like, this one and Betty, which we'll get into, like, they're just sweet, very, like, juvenile love, like, innocent first love vibes.
They are.
Which I really appreciate, and that is just so thematically consistent with the album.
I know.
As well, so it's great.
One of my other favorite lines also is like the "you weren't mine to lose." It's like she was sacrificing all of this, and then meanwhile
Betty,
like, he wasn't even hers to lose. And so songwriting 5 out of 5. Melody vocals also 5 out of 5.
I give it a 5 as well.
I love the melody and that note, even though it's not that high of a belt, but the way that she does it, because you weren't mine, it's just beautiful.
Oh, the melody of this, and I can see is lost in. It's very like bouncy,
floaty. Yeah,
it fits perfectly with like the story being told.
It's so good.
It's amazing.
So 5 out of 5 on melody. Production, I also give it a 5 out of 5.
I give it a 5 too.
I love the production.
Oh my goodness! At the end, like after she's
done
when it comes,
it's cinematic. It's so perfect.
I love it. It's so like. It's so good.
No, it's so amazing. And then emotion impact for me is a 5 out of 5.
For me, it was a 4. I already discussed this, but I understand.
No, I understand that too. So I give it 10 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair. I give it a 9.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think I was debating between a 9 and a 10 because there were some that I could have, but I had to stick to my guns. Like, August is one of my favorite songs.
No, like going into this, there were songs that were just going to be a 10 out of 10. I think for both of us, we knew which ones those were going to be.
Yeah.
And that's
Some of them, I will say, I like really was going in with like, this is a 10, and then I had to be realistic with. But most of them that I went in thinking, although honestly, I didn't think August would be a 10 actually.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like,
no, there were several.
Like in my head, August was going to be an 8 out of 10, but then when I heard it, I was just like,
it's a 10.
So yes, August, 10 out of 10. We knew that. Next up is my most controversial opinion. This Is Me Trying. I've never been a This Is Me Trying girl. It has always been my least favorite on folklore. I still think it's an objectively really good song. You
just don't personally like it?
I don't like the melody or the production. I don't, it just doesn't sound good to me, which is crazy. But
I mean, you're allowed your opinion.
It's my opinion. So what did you have for songwriting?
So me personally, 5. This Is Me Trying is like...
No, I see that. I see the vision there.
It is what eldest daughter like wanted to be. There's something to it. I just, not to bring that up, but this is so... And like her in the long pun session talking about like people who are struggling with like addiction or like self-harm or just like going through something very that's not like visible, and how like other people can't see that like this is you trying this, like you getting up and even like taking a step out of bed is like the most you could do. Like I don't know, there's something so, and just like I could have followed my fears all the way down, like I could have jumped off the cliff, I could have killed myself, but instead I'm here in your doorway and I don't even know what to say. And it's like I poured my heart out to a stranger, but at least I didn't pour the whiskey. It's like this like harm reduction of like, well, yes, I'm doing this crazy thing, but at least I'm not doing this other thing that would be way worse. And it's just like, this is me trying, and it kind of comes back to this like people pleasing, like desperate, just like I used to be so good. I had the shiniest wheels, but now they're rusting. I don't know what's happening, and I used to be, and I
was so ahead of the curve became a sphere.
And she talked about in the long pun session like how when you're in school you would get like a gold star, and you would get like a 10 out of 10, 100% on an exam, and everyone was always telling you how good you are. But then as we grow up, we don't have that anymore, and it's kind of like I used to be so shiny and new, and there was so much potential, and everyone was like, oh, I can't wait to see what you're gonna do. And then now it's like, oh, you know, like I personally have been a victim of this today, actually, where it's like, oh, like we thought you were gonna do all these things, and you had all these big plans when you were 14, and what are you doing now? Why are you doing that? Like, you're not living up to this like expectation. And it's like, this is me trying. Like, you don't understand. They don't understand. Like, you will never know my sorrow. This is like my anthem a little bit. But I like understand what you're saying about the melody and the production. And I did give the songwriting a 4 out of 5. I think I also love the and it's hard to be at a party when I feel like an open wound. It's like, that's such a great metaphor, because it does sometimes feel like when you're in public, like you feel like you're like everyone can see the hurt and like the pain. I just think of the moments when you're like going through something very, very difficult, like whether you just lost someone, you're going through something personal with yourself that's like, and then you have to be in like you have to go to work or something, and you're just like what do I do? Feeling like an open wound is a really perfect way to describe it. And just like, I don't want to be anywhere when all I want is you, because there's like there's one thing, like there's just so much. It's perfect. It's great. It was a 5 on songwriting for me. So melody, I gave it a 3 because I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I wouldn't say that it's bad, and a lot of people really do love this song. So I mean, it clearly isn't that bad. It's just, to me, it's just da 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 da. It's very, very simple, and I think it works for the song, but it's not one that I want to personally listen to. To me it's like mirrorball, where like the melody sounds like what we're talking about. So it sounds like this like you're climbing upstairs and then you're like falling back down the stairs. You're climbing upstairs, you're falling back down the stairs. That's what it sounds like. But what I will say, I give it a 4. I think the vocals have this weird like echoey reverb on them. They do, and I don't love. They're very low in her voice, which I think if the song was a little higher, it might have been more interesting as well. It's just in a very like, in her lower register is great, but it all stays there, and so it just kind of and the bridge is like so low. Yes, it's so low, which I actually do. I find the bridge the most interesting because at least it dips, but it's like it's like the main melody is like 3 notes just repeated over and over. So that's just a personal thing. And then production, I also give it a 3 because I'm not a big fan of it. So I give it a 5. Well, if you like it, I mean, for me it's like also the arrangement and like the way, just I don't know. There's something about it. No, see, I understand because a lot of people agree with you. And like the intro, what's the like sound it makes? It's like like I love that, and it like, see that, like I'm like ready. I'm ready to get my finger ready to skip. That's crazy. I hear that and I like, unless I'm listening to the full album, I lift my hands to the Lord and I say like, take me to church. No, and many people agree with you, so I understand. I don't actually understand, but I do understand the message of the song, like wanting, and like if you don't mind the production, then loving the song. Like to me, is it my favorite ever? No, that's why I'm giving it a 4. But I like, the lyrics are so impactful to me that it carries it through. And then emotion impact for me, I gave it a 3 because it's just that the bridge or parts of it are impactful, but overall, I don't know, maybe I don't try. I suppose not. I gave it a 5. This is another one that like really breaks the scale. Like if I could give it higher, I think I would have, because like when I heard this for the first time, it was one of those, it was like life changing. Like there was before I heard it and there was after, and like it was like very validating to a lot of things that I feel in the day to day. Where I'm like, why can't people see how much I'm doing and like how much effort I'm putting in and like all these things? No, I totally understand that. It really felt like she was in my walls writing this about me. So it has been extremely impactful. So I gave This Is Me Trying a 7.5 out of 10, which is my lowest score. I gave it a 9.5. Oh, wow. So it was almost a 10. That's crazy. No, this was one going in I thought was going to be 10. Wait, but didn't you give
melody, vocals, and production of 4?
No, you have the production of 5.
Oh, okay, that's right. You
Yeah.
said that. Yeah.
Going into this one, I thought it was going to be a 10. It was one of those where I'm like, it's just going to be a 10.
Yeah.
But then I was listening and I'm like, no, you're right. There is something that
With
could
the melody.
be,
Yeah. The melody
been
could have been a
improved
little bit
upon.
more
The
interesting.
melody and like the way her vocals were produced could have been
Yeah.
improved upon
Mhm.
slightly. But it doesn't really change my personal like attachment to the song. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Illicit Affairs.
Moving on to
Oh my
Illicit
God.
Affairs. This one is like, and it's one that I know in my head is crazy good, but then when I like put it on, I'm like, it's not gonna hit me the same way it hit me. It did, actually.
No, it always does.
It literally
Every time.
always hits
But, like,
every time.
Rage, this song like
Yeah.
instills in me.
No, it
Is unexplainable.
and once again, if you've ever been, and not necessarily like in a cheating sense, but if you ever just done like something where you've snuck out and you've, you know, met up with someone that you maybe probably shouldn't have and you've kept it a secret. I don't know who's done that, but if you have done that, I could see it being very relatable.
And
I think
I
it's
just
written very
feel
well.
like there's like other, like especially with the bridge, there's even other situations it could be applied to where it's just
Yeah.
like, whether it's like parents or teachers or again, coming back to like religion,
Mhm.
where it's like, you taught me a secret language I can't speak with anyone else. Like
Yeah.
once your eyes were opened to something, then you just can't ever unsee
Close
it.
them, yeah.
You can't ever close it. And like that rage of like, I wish I could go back to like before I met you or before you told
Yeah.
me this thing or showed me this thing or did this to me. And it's
Mhm.
like, it like reminds me of like would've, could've, should've a little bit. Like give me back
Yeah.
my girlhood. It was mine
I
first.
do. I feel like this is definitely written. I know that it's like fictional, but I think it was inspired by the events of like probably Dear John and All Too Well, where it was an older person because she's like,
Uh-huh.
don't call me kid, don't call me baby.
Like, look at this mess that you
Yeah.
made me. Like, can't you
And
see?
I do feel like there is a hint of, and that's why it relates to would've, could've, should've too.
Yeah.
Like I think it is kind of looking at that from that perspective of, because it could even be that like maybe she's not even like cheating on someone. Maybe it's like she's sneaking out from her parents and going to meet up with
Exactly,
this
like,
30-year-old man. Like,
There's
you
a
know.
lot of things.
But I think it's such a beautiful song, and on the Eras tour, I still wish we had a full performance of it, like the full song.
Yeah, when she
but-
does the opt up,
Yes.
it
It's so
was
good.
euphoric.
It was so good. So, Illicit Affairs song, I'm gonna give it a 5.
It has to be
obviously.
a 5. I mean,
the way
are-
she weaves these words to a dwindling mercurial high, a drug that only worked, like every
this is
single
where
line
I said like she's
perfect.
using so many big dictionary words,
like flowery language, yeah.
but it does not sound like pretentious or
No,
forced at all,
it
which is
doesn't.
so crazy.
It is.
It's amazing.
She uses it as if it's a common word to use,
Yes.
and it feels like it is a common word
yeah,
in the song.
in this sense of the song,
Yeah.
it does.
Melody vocals also 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Like, I love the melody and I love the bridge, and even without like the higher part that she does in live, like I just feel like the melody is so good. Like the dwindling mercurial high, it
Yeah,
like pops
I love
up, and
that.
it's such an inventive melody. It's one of her most unique ones, I think.
Yeah.
So,
And then the bridge, I just can't.
yeah. Production, I also give it a 5. That bridge is like hits you like a wall.
Yeah, I actually gave it a 4. I just
Yeah, I see
I don't
why.
know. I wish, the one thing I wish is that it was like there's more like, I don't know, like drums or like something.
Yeah, well,
like
that's
the-
how it is on the Eras tour, isn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
Like I wish
Yeah.
it was more like that. But, like I get it, like within the vibe of the album, and she wants it to be like sonically consistent.
Yes.
But I kind of wish there was a little more like oomph to it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because it's like so rageful.
I personally love it just the way it
But,
is.
yeah, I
But
do.
and then Emotion Impact 5 for me.
Yes, 5
obviously.
as well.
So I give it a 10 out of 10. It's another one of my 10s.
Yeah, I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah. Totally.
So basically perfect, but almost.
Okay, what is next?
Invisible String.
Invisible String. Oh, I love this song.
This one's so sweet.
I've always loved Invisible String. It was one of my favorites originally, and I would say that it's not like one of my absolute favorites now, but I still do love it.
It's so sweet.
Every track on this album is
And we were lucky enough
really
to
good.
get Invisible String at
We
our
did,
show.
and it had been changed to the one, but because she
changed
was
it
in
back.
Centennial Park, I think it's in
Uh-huh.
Nashville, and we were there, and it was night 2, and so we got to hear Invisible String, which
Yeah.
I really loved. I think at the time I liked Invisible String more than the one. Now I would say they're closer. I forget which one I put higher on my ranking. Okay,
They're
so I
actually
still
right next to each other on my ranking.
yeah, they're very close to me. I like them both a lot. But I love Invisible String. I think it's so pretty,
It's so
and when you view it in
sweet.
the way of like friendships.
Yes, that's what we were talking about. We have a very cool invisible string in our
Yes.
friendship, where we have like a picture of each other together at an event when we were like super young, like years and years before we ever met each other, and it was like on the website, and we're like both in the picture.
Yes. And then we were in like a show together.
But we never spoke.
We never
spoke.
Time. Yeah. And then like a year later, we were in another show where we were like
cast as like a married couple.
Yes. And so that's when we became friends, and like it's funny that we had all those moments leading up to that.
Let us know if you want a story time.
Yes. No, I mean
story time of Hugh and Izzy's friendship.
Yes.
Journey.
But like it is just right, and like I just love the idea of like all this time there was some invisible string.
Tiny to me. And I think this is so one beautiful. Of the most like sweet, hopeful songs on the album too.
Yes, it's one of her best love songs, I think.
And it's like just this whole like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like the steel of my axe to grind for the boys who broke my heart, but now I give their babies presents.
Yeah.
It's like everything just like as time does heal.
And then it's like something wrapped all of my past mistakes in barbed wire, and that is where you really see the Tolerate It connection, which you made that while we were listening. Like, because what does she say in Tolerate It? She says,
it's like break
free and leave us in ruins.
No, it's in the bridge. She says like, you were out building other worlds. Where was I?
Where's that man who threw blankets over my... No, I'm sorry. Like, that is literally a connection. Like, Tolerate is about Joe. Like, we're not...
Oh, my gosh.
We're not playing anymore. But, yes, I think it's beautifully...
Chains around my demons. Yes. Bold to brave the seasons. One single thread of gold tied me to you. It's beautiful.
It's really beautiful. And it also, like, I think, something about, like, the invisible or the golden string is, like, something in, I think, Chinese culture. I remember my aunt actually like was from China, and she talked about how that was her favorite Taylor Swift song because
interesting.
it evokes like the old Chinese tradition of an invisible string.
Yeah.
And so I thought it's just like she uses so many folklore from like the different cultures and stuff, and I just
I was thinking about like the fates in Greek mythology.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
The strings too. There's a lot.
This is just such an album. This album like gets your brain thinking.
It is folklore.
In such a good way. It is.
Yes, it's so thought-provoking.
It is. So Songwriting, I give it a 4.
I give it a 4 as well.
I think it's great. I think it's just great.
It's
I
just
think it's just great.
Yeah.
Like,
it's very sweet. And
I love it.
It's,
So melody vocals, I also give it a 4.
Me too.
I think it's really pretty. I love the
yeah, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, really pretty, folky, definitely folk.
Yes.
Kind of melody, and then production, I give it a 4 as well.
I give it a 4 too. I love the little like plucky thing happening.
Yes, dum bum ba dum. Yeah,
yes, it's so again, it's like bouncy and like sweet and it's beautiful.
And I love the arrangement and the blues and the purple pink sky.
It's so like floaty and ethereal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then Emotion Impact, I give it a 4 as well.
I give it a 4 too.
So 8 out of 10.
Yeah. For Invisible
I just think Invisible String is a great song.
It's a great song. It's great, like 8 out of 10. Perfect. Yep.
Yeah. Okay, now we have Mad Woman.
Y'all.
This one is crazy. It's so underrated. And I went into it thinking Mad Woman would be near the bottom of my ranking. It's in the top half.
No.
It's in because I didn't think sonically I loved it. I actually do love it sonically. I think it's great. Like,
this is one of her best kind of like feminine.
I think this is her best
feminist.
This is her best written feminist anthem, and it also is just like it does what the man wanted to do, and I like the man, but like it does what it wanted to do in a way, and like I don't think she's ever written anything quite this cutting,
scathing. Well, in the Long Pond session, I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, she was talking about like her dad as well, and like how her dad and her brother, any man, no matter how like kind and well-meaning, they are victim of this. Like they poke the bear till her claws come out, and
it is
like,
the patriarchy. Like that's what it is.
So it's like that's what I loved about it too.
Yeah, and I remember I think I talked about this with you. It's like I even noticed myself falling victim to it sometimes, of where like it's like my mom is doing something and like there's a sidelong glance that me and my brothers like share with each other, and it's like there's just the patriarchy is such a
it's deeply ingrained.
It's so
into
ingrained
everyone.
Into us that like we don't even realize that it's like we're giving the like there the woman goes again, and then you find something to wrap your noose around. And I think it's such a great song to open people's eyes to it too, because it's like,
and it's the my favorite part is good wives always know she should be mad, she should be scathing like me, but no one likes a mad woman. And just like I feel like when you are a woman who is taking the road less traveled and you're maybe not behaving the way society would prefer you behave, it becomes really difficult to watch other women just like grin and bear it when you know
that they're a mad woman,
that they should be mad, they should be scathing like you, they're being treated the same way, but they're just like gonna, and even thinking back to like previous generations, like I think of like my grandmother and like all the things that she literally just had to accept because she couldn't have done life on her own. She needed a man.
Yeah.
And it's like, she should be mad. She should be skating, but no one likes a mad woman. And you were talking about the double entendre with like a mad woman.
Yes. And then also a hysterical mad woman. Yeah. It's just,
There's
I mean,
so much.
So writing 5 out of 5. Songwriting, I mean,
This
is one of, I think this also could be a contender for like one of her best written songs. I just think it takes the like the concept she's working with and it executes it flawlessly. Yeah. It's just so good.
And then she brings in the women like hunting witches too.
Yes, which
where
is
it's like
the conservative women and like the women who you know,
this like internalized misogyny of like needing to like project that onto other women who are maybe like taking that road less traveled.
Doing your dirtiest work for you. It's obviously the Wanting Me Dead is really brought you two together.
It's like the Pick Me Girls.
Oh
like
my
there's
gosh.
just everything.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
No, it's so good. The writing is like truly some of her best, I think.
It's masterful.
So, melody, I give it a 4 out of 5. I really like it.
I actually give it a 5.
Yeah, I love the low register so much.
For the vocals, because she sounds so
angry. Yeah,
and
I almost gave it a 5 too. I was just like, okay, whoa. I can't give Mad Woman like, this is not one that I really return to that much. So I was like, I couldn't.
You're right. It is so cutting.
Yeah.
And she just it's so like low and angry and just like, she's like whisper yelling at you. She's like.
No, she is. Yeah. Well, and that also kind of feeds into the song where it's like, even still, she's not
screaming.
She's not screaming because she's, you know, taught to not.
No one likes a mad woman.
So good. Production, I gave it a 4 as well.
I also gave it a 4.
Love the production. I think it's great.
Yeah.
It services the song so well, and like during the bridge, it really like builds in a nice way. And then I should have to give it a 5 because this is like, it's an anthem.
No, I give it a 5 too.
It's an anthem.
Extremely impactful. This is one that I listen to a lot. I don't know. When I feel like I'm like going crazy, like when I feel like people, I'm like, am I being treated like this or am I going crazy? And like, it's very like comforting.
You need the song to memorize or to remember that.
Yes, it's like comforting to me because it's like, oh no, like
you're right. Yeah,
it's fine.
So I gave Mad Woman a 9 out of 10.
I gave it a 9.5.
Yeah, which is really a lot higher than I thought, just because it's not one that I like am always listening to. But honestly, every time I listen to it, I'm like blown away by it again. Yeah. So, I mean, it's up there. Yeah. So. Next up is Epiphany.
Okay, y'all.
Time for her to take her do her rant.
Epiphany like goes back and forth between to being like my favorite Taylor song ever, and there's a few others that like swap in and out depending on my mood.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a doctor for so long, and like during COVID and all of that was like my career path that I was chasing. That's still I don't know, it's a whole thing, but this song and like hearing her in the long pun session talk about it, and she was like some things you just can't speak about, and she's connecting her grandfather who was in the war and how he never spoke about it, and then she was connecting it to like the nurses and doctors like during the pandemic who are like in the hospital, basically at war in the hospital, and how they never can speak about it, and it gives me the shivers. It gives me the absolute shivers, like connecting those concepts, genius. And the way she does it, genius. Like crawling off the beaches now, I think he's bleeding out, and then she's got hold your hands through plastic now. Doc, I think she's crashing out, and it's just like, I don't know. And something about like in my high school brain wanting to go into healthcare, and like I have a lot of family members who are in healthcare, and like it just like really it's almost one that is so impactful I can't really listen to it often because it kind of sends me into a little bit of a tailspin. But it is like some things you just can't speak about, and like only 20 minutes to sleep but you dream of some epiphany, like, and then also where she starts talking about like with you I serve, with you I fall down, like the other people that are in those situations with you. Like there's so many layers to it, but it is just one of the most genius and unique songs ever. And this is the song that makes me very angry when people say like Taylor only writes love songs, because I'm like, you can't.
Yeah, no, that's not true,
because this is like so interesting, and like taking those two concepts and connecting them, I just can't even fathom it. It's amazing, and it's like so ethereal and floaty, and I adore it with everything in me.
I also love Epiphany. I don't really relate to it at all, but I view it as a really beautiful like kind of time capsule back to 2020, because this one is the most that I feel like is like of its era, but then she still makes it applicable to everything. So
Yeah.
it's not like stuck in 2020, but it like really evokes that feeling.
Yeah.
And
like you said, like it's her most experimental song.
I think it's one of her most experimental.
There's really
for sure.
nothing else that sounds like this at all.
No, there's nothing in her discography, and it's so ethereal. And like, I used to consider it background music when I wasn't listening to it. And if you don't listen to the lyrics, it is like the perfect, like, it'd be a great alarm song unless you want to, for you it might ruin your morning, but like, it'd be
it's
a great.
That it like, I just don't know. It's one of those, again, it's so melancholy because it's like, it's not.
Yes.
It is sad, but there's also just this level of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Her saying some things you can't speak about, once again, felt very validating to me in a way to hear that. And it's like, I don't have to tell everyone everything. And like, there are things that I can keep to myself and that I can process solely alone. And that's okay. Like, I don't know. There's a lot. This is one that has taken on many different impacts to me throughout my life. And it broke the scale here.
Yeah. So songwriting, I give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
For me personally, I do feel like it's very beautifully written. There's just not as much to it as some other songs. So.
Oh, see, I like very strongly disagree. I give
like
it a
as
5.
much to like as many like actual words being said.
Yeah,
like,
there
it feels
are,
like
but the ones that are
very
said
sparse.
are like so. That's all that needed to be said.
Yeah,
You know, because of the
I know
concept.
you're epiphany number 1. Like,
I'm epiphany number 1.
but I give it a 4, which is still very high.
Yes, no, I gave it a 5. Obviously, just the concept alone, but then I feel like the way it was executed as well. And I love that she titled it Epiphany too. Like there's so many things.
Yeah.
But
the melody vocals, I give it a 4. I was close to giving a 5 because I love the really high head voice harmonies that she does. It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
But I did give it a 4.
Yeah, I give it a 5.
Yeah.
Obviously, everything about like the vocals are so pretty. The
They
melody is.
And I would say the one thing that I do find a little is the, it's like very,
Yes.
It's very jarring, but it's jarring for a purpose. So, and then production, I give it a 4 as well.
I give it a 5.
I think it's really beautiful. I give it
a 5 for the arrangement.
Yeah, the arrangement's very pretty
harmonies.
as well. Yeah.
Of the harmonies.
And that's where I could see getting a 5 as well. And then for me, Emotion Impact was a 4. It's not one of my favorites, but it's still very good.
Yeah, well, it was obviously a 5 for me.
Yeah.
We
knew that.
Yes, I just yapped about it for so long. It's just, again, like the amounts of impact it's had because like I don't know, it was almost like his song weirdly could have been a reason I like decided not to go into healthcare. Like, I don't know, like it kind of made me like consider it from a different angle. Like there's a lot to unpack there, but it just it has been extremely impactful.
It was deeply impactful.
It was very like there was before I heard the song and there was after I heard it, and it was like 2 different people.
So I gave Epiphany an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, and I gave it a 10 out of 10. But I knew like it was just one that was gonna be a 10 out of 10 for me, and I knew that going in. I think it's an absolutely perfect song, and it's one of my favorites.
Moving on to Betty. Betty is a great song.
Betty's so
This is another one that I feel like interestingly, I feel like Cardigan, August, and Betty, which are the trio, I feel like those are the most like easy to get into of folklore. Like they're the most like the general public.
They're the most palatable.
Yes, really likes them. And I remember August and Betty were my like top 2 originally when I was listening to folklore. I just love them so much. I think Betty, it's not that it's grown off me, but it's not one of my favorites now, but I do really like it still. I think it's just, it's from a man's perspective, and sometimes he PMO. Like, just, she wrote him very accurately, but sometimes it's like, I'm only 17, I don't know anything. It's kind of like, where my hug at? That's kind of what it's giving.
Well, August and Betty both have that very like young love, juvenile love. So I feel like they were very impactful to us when we were in that age.
Exactly.
Because it's like folklore came out when we were that age. So it was like, oh my 100%. Gosh, like this is exactly our experience right now. But then as we get older, it's more like, oh, like those days,
Yes.
So it like it takes on a different impact as you age. But Betty it's cute.
It really is cute.
And I love the key change.
No, I do too. That bumped up some of the points for me. Because it is, and I love that it's like a return to country music. It's like, I
love the harmonica.
Yes, no, it's a great song.
Yeah.
It's just not, I would say now it's like towards the bottom, but everything of these are like so high scored that like.
Yeah, it was really difficult. Like
If one of your lowest songs is an 8 out of 10, that means the album is pretty good.
Yeah, like, it was very difficult to rank these because, like, obviously something has to go at the bottom.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it.
So, Songwriting for Betty, I give it a 4.
Me too.
I think it's really good. I think she writes from the teenage male perspective surprisingly well.
Yeah, perfectly.
And I also love, the lines, sitting in your cardigan, kissing in my cardigan.
Yes,
She's doing things. Melody vocals, I give it a 4 as well.
Me too.
I think it's really pretty, and I love the key change, and she sounds in a great range for her.
It is, and
this one was good live too.
Yes.
This is the one that, like, I really. Oh wait, yeah, she was on the, like.
Yeah, and she talked about, like, how I've written so many songs.
Yes,
about
that's
wanting
right.
a male
That's
apology,
right.
and
yeah. So I love that, and then production, I give it a 4 as well.
Me too.
For the key change.
Yes, and, like, the harmonica.
Yeah.
Again,
we're going back to the Wild West.
We are, and I'm here for it.
And then emotion, I might give it a 4 because I really do like it, but it's not one of my favorites.
I gave it a 4 too. Like, it used to be much more impactful to me, like, when I was this age that they are in the song. Like, when I was 17, like, listening to it. So it's, like, grown off of the impact a little bit, but I still hold, like, what it used to have on me,
So I gave Betty an 8 out of 10.
Me too. 8 out of 10.
Beautiful.
Amazing now.
Next up is Peace.
Y'all.
This is one that, like, it's so impactful in a way that, like, it's taken on so many lives with me, and it has meant so much to me. And I feel like because we, like, both have loved this song, it's almost like our song together in a way. It's just,
we have said that this is our favorite Taylor Swift song for the entirety of our friendship, pretty much, like, since it came out.
It's just so beautiful.
You just recently said that this would be, like, if you could listen to one more song on your deathbed, you would listen to Peace.
I know. It's that
serious.
good.
It's very serious business.
Yeah. I just love it, and I think it's I don't know. It's one of those that it's very unique and very atypical for her, but something about it is, like, it's just it really sums up someone who has some issues, and you can never give them peace, but you can give them everything else. Like
exactly.
You said.
Like, I know she is talking about her being famous and not being able to, like, stop, like, the paparazzi and, like, all these issues that come with the fame.
Yeah.
But I feel like I usually listen to it more from the perspective of, like, having, like, mental illness and being, like, close to someone who has to, like, deal with it. And it's like, please, like, I can give you, again, like, everything else except peace because of this thing. And what I love, this one, I'm pretty sure is one that she received a track for. Like, Aaron Dessner sent the track, which is, like, very weird and, like, unique.
Yeah, it's very weird.
And she said it sounded like peace to her, and she wanted to write something that juxtaposed that. So she's like, what if I... So she, like, wrote these words over this track that already, like, it... I don't know how she did it.
No, it's amazing.
It's incredible to me.
So, songwriting, 5 out of 5. I think this is one of her best written songs as well. I love Your Cascade Ocean Wave Blues, and I'll Keep Your Brittle Heart Warm. Like, she paints this picture, and then
swing with you for the fences, sit with you in the trenches.
Yeah, give you my world, give you a child, and then give you the silence that only comes when two people understand each other. That is, like, the best, because there is that silence of when you are actually really close with someone, that you can sit in silence with them, and it's not awkward. It doesn't feel weird.
It made me think of Willing and Able when he says, wish I could do nothing with you.
Yes.
It's that exact thing of like...
It's like your family at that point. Like, you are family. It can be with friendships, relationships, whatever it is, but, like, peace is like you've become family now, which means you can see the darker sides, and it's like that fear of, like, once you see the real me, like the real deep down dark part of me, are you still going to love me? And turns out the answer was no for...
That's the worst part
for that relationship. I know.
Listening to the songs, like, pre-Joe break, like, it's for the fact that...
Or post-Joe breakup, you mean?
Well, like, listening to the one she wrote before.
Oh, yes,
and
yes, I see
to
what
them
you mean,
now, it's like, oh...
Because this one is 100% about him. Like,
Yeah,
I think he co-wrote it with her.
Yeah, well, she always uses blue in, like, reference
yes,
to
blue is always
him
referenced
a lot.
To him. Yeah.
Which comes back in Hoax, but this song is insane. And she just keeps going, like, is it enough?
Yeah.
Is it enough? Like, she repeats it over and over again. And it's like, I talk shit with my friends. It's like I'm wasting your honor.
I know.
And the song is very much like just her thinking that she is the problem.
It is.
And it's very like The Cure a little bit.
It is, yeah.
That. Like, in a sense, there's something to be said about that. But anyway.
There is. Melody vocals, I give it a 5. I think I think it's just one of those really pretty, like...
It's such a lullaby to me.
It
is so soothing. It is so peaceful, truly.
Yeah, and I just love, like, would it be enough if I could never give you peace? It just, like, flows up. It's in, like, and then she goes, yeah, if I can never, really low. No, it's just, I mean, it's amazing. I just think the melody, it's gorgeous, and it's perfect. I mean, it doesn't really do anything inventive, but it fits the song so well.
It does.
So production, I gave it a 5 as well.
Me too. Again, like the little.
I love the do.
Like it's like a bubbly sound.
Aaron Dessner, just you need to get everything you want in life.
Yes.
And stop working with Gracie Abrams. That was a joke. But anyway,
I'm not gonna like you for that.
The production. I mean, this is why he's one of the best producers out there, and this is such beautiful. And she wrote the track for this, which is what's so crazy about it. Like, she literally like just sat down and came up with this somehow.
I know.
It's crazy.
And it's so unique. It is so unique.
It is.
The way,
Yeah. So, production 5, and then emotion impact obviously 5.
We just yapped for like so long about why.
Yes. So, piece is a 10 out of 10 to me, and I think you could make an argument that maybe like the melody and the production are like more simple, and I see that, but I think like I just think it's perfect. I don't know.
I do too. And again, this is one where I like don't hold it against people if they don't understand or like agree with me when I say like I think this is one of my favorite or my favorite Taylor Swift song. I'm like, you know, it's just like the girls that get it. The girls that don't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So again, like yes, if someone gave the song an 8 out of 10, I would like be like that is probably valid. For us though, it's a 10.
No, yeah, and I think there could be a case, like, I was debating giving it, like, 4s and 5s for, like, the other things, but it's just, like, it's beautiful, and it hits me every time. So, I gave it that. Next up, we have Hoax, which, you know...
the fact that she ever made this the closing track for this album is diabolical. Like, did she want us all to kill ourselves?
No, I mean, I think she did.
It is so depressing, but this song... We were talking about how a lot of them are very melancholy, but they have a resolution, not Hoax. No resolution. It is just depression.
No resolution in sight.
Straight through.
Yeah, it's wild, actually.
It's awful. And it's bringing back the blue. Like, don't want no other shade of blue but you. No other sadness in the world would do. It's just like, I know that this relationship, or whatever it is like, not good. I know it's like very sad and bring a lot of melancholy, but I want it. Like it's like so it's like a familiar hell is better than an unfamiliar heaven type of thing. And then oh my god, when she gets into the like, you know, it still hurts underneath my scars from when they pulled me apart, but what you did was just as dark. Like,
I know
the public and the media and all of it, like, they ripped me apart, and you know that, and you know how to push my buttons, and you still did this to me anyway.
This is where we start getting into the demented, like
it's psycho.
And I think this one is about Joe too. Like, I just like, because don't want no other shade of blue but you. I really can't get into it. I start going crazy.
Let's start talking about Beat My Heart.
Oh yeah. You have literally beaten my heart into the ground.
It's a double entendre though, because we were saying it's like you beat my heart. Like, so many guys try to like
you won
love me, but you won me over. Like you've beaten my heart. Like, you won against my heart, but then also like you've beaten my heart. It's like, what are we doing?
I know.
What are we doing? This song is insane to me.
Yeah, it's psychotic.
It is. Like,
songwriting 5 out of 5. Like, it's
stood on the cliffside screaming give me a reason. Your faithless love is the only hoax I believe in. Like, she knew that it wasn't real, and she knew, like, it's just,
it's not right.
It's unacceptable.
It's really not right.
It makes me sick.
So, songwriting 5 out of 5. I think it's one of her, another one you can make a case for being like one of her best written songs. And it also is like, you can't really fully understand it. There's something there that's like hidden, and it's just so deep. It really is like, so deep. Like, so melody vocals, I gave it a 5 actually, because, and I was debating between a 4 and a 5 because I do think it's like a very simple melody, but like the part where it's like the bridge, the melody there is like so. And I also love the chord progression, which that'll get into production, but melody, I gave it a 5. I think it's right.
Actually, this is where I gave it a 4.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you said, it's just like more simple, and I feel like the lyrics. And
the
this
lyrics
is another
drive
one
the
where
song,
vocally,
for sure.
I feel like maybe she could have. I don't know.
Done it in a higher key.
I was gonna say it like sounded more like angry. Like she does, but I like the mad.
To me,
woman
she really
anger.
does sound like she's on the cliff writing it. Like
That's
she's
true.
ready. So she kind of sounds defeated.
Yeah, a
but,
little
but I
bit.
know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I give it a 4. But
If we ever got real live performances of Peace and Hoax on the Eras tour, which I'm still salty about because she mashed them up, and it's like, we need to hear these in full. Like we really need to hear these in full.
Understand?
We didn't need to hear Maroon for the 7th time. Like I love Maroon, but like we didn't need, like we needed to hear these. But anyway, so production, I also give it a 5. I love the chord progression.
Me too.
It's so beautiful and it's so haunting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's amazing. And then Emotion Impact 5. I mean, it's 1 of my favorites. So
you gave it a 10
out of 10.
I gave it a 9.5, but
I did.
It's insane.
It has to be in that 10 category for
My
me.
Kingdom Come Undone.
Yeah. Like the writing pulls everything up where it just has to be a 10.
It's insane. I could have given it a 10 too, probably.
Okay, now the last track on the album is The Lakes.
And thank God for this, guys.
Yes.
We needed it.
This is a beautiful song, and I think as an artist, it really, like, it's like I Hate It Here, you mentioned.
Yeah.
And the mashup of that was so good for that exact reason, but it's like, you want to go to this magical place where you watch wisteria grow because you haven't moved in years, and like, this is like, I feel this every single day where it's like, I want to go into the woods and
never come back.
And I think this is an introvert song 100%.
It is. I was gonna say, like, it's really like, yes, for artists and just anyone who really doesn't feel like they belong in like our society, and like
which is probably most people that aren't, you know, a very specific
like
person.
I just think about like the grind and the jobs and the money and the obsession and like all of it, and just like, take me to the lakes, but take my muse with me.
Yes,
that's the most. It's like very romantic.
It is.
too.
It's one of her most romantic. Like this could easily be on Lover as well. It's like very, like this kind of is like more romantic than like most of the songs.
And it's
on
like,
Lover.
I don't belong, neither do you. And people get on this song about the rose and no one around to tweet
I get it. I get the lyric.
But I've never been bothered by that lyric. In fact, I really love it because it's like, there's no media here, there's no tech, there's nothing like reporting on what's happening. It just is. And it's just like, we have such an obsession with like documenting everything too.
Yes.
Like when you're even at a concert and like everyone's on their phone recording every single song, I'm like, y'all just like
I know.
Like,
what's funny is I have never experienced that, except I just saw the Eternal Sunshine tour and I recorded every song, but I feel like it was because I like couldn't believe it was happening. But
and you were there by yourself.
That's true too. Yeah, so it was like I needed to know that I was here. But yeah, I do feel like there's like this urge to like
document,
take a picture of everything and post everything and do all that. But it's like so the idea of wanting to go,
I don't know, like I'll be with people and we'll see like a really cool like bird or a deer or something, and somebody like phones out to take a picture. I'm like, or just like watch them.
Like actually enjoy the experience.
Because it's like, you can't take that freaking picture with you when you die. You know?
And the truth is that most of these videos and pictures we take, we're never gonna actually look back at.
No, it's so, like, I don't know what it is, but I completely understand the rose with no one around to tweet it line, because that's like the final, like,
it's like something beautiful that is only beautiful by existing. It doesn't need to be
documented or shared,
given like a witty like caption. It's just existing,
and it's just the final nail in the coffin of this like place where it's like, you have the wisteria, the Windermere Peaks that look like a perfect place to cry, and then in addition, there's no like media, there's no documentation of these things.
And I also love that goes into like, there's no sleazy man to tell me what are my words worth, because it's like everyone's just criticizing her for what she's worth and what she is, but when she's there, it's like she can write whatever she wants, and and that's where I think it ties in I Hate It Here, where it's like she's in her own world. Like I kind of view it as like the lakes can be like a real place of going away, but also like just your internal.
Well, because she's talking about the lakes, which is like a place in Europe somewhere that she's like visited. Yeah. And I feel like I could be making this up, but it could be like where the poet Wordsworth like is from or something. And there's like,
I think there was some kind of
so then when she says like, what are my words worth, she's like,
she's
it's like a double. correct me, I could be making that up, but I feel like she said
Yeah.
that. And the other line in this is, I bathe in cliffside pools with my calamitous love and my insurmountable grief.
Yeah.
And like the juxtaposition of those two
I know.
things.
She was in her writerly bag here.
And it is just like, there is an insurmountable grief. And I just feel like I'll have days where I just wake up and I just feel a heaviness on my chest. And I just feel like it's the curse of being somebody who like cares very deeply.
Yeah.
But it's like you never are going to be able to fix every problem and solve everyone's suffering. So you just like have an insurmountable grief. And it's just like kind of like a blessing and a curse, because it's like good that you care so much, but it's also like you shouldn't have to like hold it all yourself, but you do anyway.
Yeah.
And there's just so much.
There is.
It gets a 5 on everything.
Yeah.
From me.
No. So songwriting, it's a 5. Obviously, this is the most writerly of the songs, I would say, like the most like words that are.
We're in the dictionary.
We are in the
We're
dictionary.
flipping through the dictionary, but again, it does not sound forced.
No, and I think people sometimes criticize her for that, and there are times in albums like Tortured Poets where I would agree with you,
but
and
not
maybe
in this
even in
album.
Evermore, there are a few songs where I'm like, okay, we definitely pulled up thesaurus.com, but this one, for some reason, it just feels like she wanted to, she's evoking Wordsworth, so
yeah,
like, of course it's going to be poetic.
Yeah.
Melody vocals, it's a 5, and like, I think the harmonies and the melody of this is one of the most beautiful things I've ever heard.
Yes.
It is gorgeous, and same with the production.
Oh my
This
goodness.
is my
It's
favorite
so, like,
production on the album.
me
It is
too.
so good.
And like the way it ends, and it's so like sweeping and beautiful
Yeah.
and like cinematic, and it's kind of like vintage, old sounding, like everything about it.
It's absolutely amazing. And then Emotion Impact, it's a 5 because I love it so
we just
much.
yapped about it so long.
So I literally gave the last 3 songs all 10 out of 10.
As you should, yes.
Yeah. I mean, The Wakes is just, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, so if you can't tell, we love this
We are
album.
folklore stands. And I was trying to be as objective as possible,
we
but
really
like,
were. Like, I was down to give songs a 7 if that is what they were, but like, we truly listened to it.
No.
And you just cannot, like, none of these are below an 8. And that's simply the truth of the matter.
Except for, I have a 7.5.
That's true.
But like, that's
kind
me.
of like
My
subjective.
taste. Yeah. I mean, I was trying to be objective, but like, I just didn't like the melody.
Yeah,
So, okay, so now the next thing that we do for our series is we
like,
rank
rank
them, which this
them.
was so hard because we
This
have
is
so
so
many
difficult.
8s and 10s and 9s.
So
and
it's like if 2 songs have the same numerical score, we just subjectively decide which one we like better, which is very, like, I had so many 9s and 8s. So this was difficult. You took so long doing this.
I did. So what did you have for number 17?
So this was crazy. It was really hard to put things at the bottom, but something had to go at the bottom, and it is Betty with an 8.
Yeah, that was going to be my bottom if I didn't have an easy one to slide in, which is This Is Me Trying, 7.5 out of 10. It's just not my cup of tea, but
I understand that. It's very unique.
It is.
In the way it sounds. And
yes,
it's
it's
just
not.
Like it.
Yeah, it really is just as simple as like, I don't love it.
Because like, obviously you can admit the lyrics are masterful.
Yes, and I think that's why I gave it a 7.5. It's still a very strong song, but personal preference.
I understand that.
And then what did you have at 16?
Invisible String.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see why.
Yeah.
I did have Epiphany, 9 out of 10. I know.
Oh my.
It's just that it's not one that I return to a lot.
Yeah,
and
I understand that.
I think it's really pretty. Something has to go, you know.
I know, no.
But I'm
I
gonna think about
understand.
what I'm going to listen to realistically with all of the ones that scored 8, which there were going to be 8 songs that scored 8 out of 10. Epiphany's at the bottom.
Yeah,
So.
no, I understand.
Number 15.
The One.
Yeah.
With an 8.
I have Betty here at 8 out of 10. It is low. It's just I don't know. I would listen to Betty over Epiphany personally.
Mm-hmm.
The number 14.
The Last Great American Dynasty.
I have The Last Great American Dynasty as well, 9 out of
Yeah.
10. I love this song too. That's why it's so crazy, but it's like...
Yeah, this is very difficult, and it really is like, this is a no-skip album. I never
is,
skip any
100%.
of these, so, yeah.
Okay,
13.
and then 13, I have The One with an 8 out of 10.
Okay, I have August with a 9.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense for you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already at 9s. That's crazy.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then
12?
number 12, I have 7 with an 8 out of 10.
I have Exile with a,
Wow, yeah.
a 9, yeah.
Yeah. I guess Exile's never been one of your main ones.
No, it's like amazing. It isn't one I gravitate towards when I'm gonna like put something on for
Yeah.
an album, but
And then what did you have for 11?
7.
Yeah.
with a 9.
I had Invisible String here with an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
I really like Invisible String
Yeah.
still. I think it's really pretty. But yeah, that's where I had it. Number 10, top 10.
Mirrorball with a 9.
I have Mirrorball as well with an 8 out of
Yes.
10. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mirrorball, it had to make the
It
top 10.
had to crack the top 10.
Yes.
Yep, of course.
But it wasn't quite, it didn't quite beat anything else. And then
Yeah.
number 9, I actually have Cardigan with an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's down there.
It's funny, we're divided on 2 of the trio songs.
Yes,
Like, My
we are.
August is your Cardigan.
Yes, no, absolutely. 9 for me is Mad Woman with a 9.5.
Yes, I have Mad Woman at 8 with a 9 out of 10,
Okay,
which
gotcha.
really surprised me how high it was.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
Yeah. 8 for me is This Is Me Trying with a 9.5.
Yeah, I forgot that one's, I mean.
That's my
It's up there for
Yep,
you.
she is.
And then number 7, I have Exile with a 9 out of 10.
okay.
So we really did trade off, like, we
Yeah.
had 2 that were, yeah.
Yeah. Number 7 for me is Illicit Affairs with a 9.5.
Yes, totally deserved. Then number 6, I have August with a 10 out of 10. We're to my 10s
Yeah.
now.
Number 6 for me is Hoax with a 9.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then number 5, my top 5, I feel like it's perfect. So I have The Lakes with a 10 out of 10 at number
Okay.
5. I love it. But I think for all the 10s, it's still like, it's towards the bottom.
Okay. Number 10, or not number 10. Number 5 for me is My Tears Ricochet with a 10.
Oh, that's so low.
What?
Yes.
Oh.
That's crazy. Okay.
No, my top 5 are all 10s. And
Yeah,
of those,
mine are too.
actually, like, I adore all of these
Yeah.
equally. But that, I guess, is the one I gravitate towards slightly the least. I think
Yeah.
it's become maybe a bit overplayed.
I
don't
guess that
really
makes
know.
sense, yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Number 4, I have Hoax with a 10 out of 10.
Okay. Number 4, I have Cardigan.
Yeah.
With a 10.
Yeah, Hoax is just, I mean,
Hoax is unreal.
it's just unreal. Yeah, like I can't listen to it that much.
I
Which
can't
is why it's
either.
number 4. It still had to go right high. And
Yeah.
then number 3, I have Illicit Affairs with a 10 out of 10.
Oh,
I mean,
yes. She's up there.
I love Illicit Affairs.
Yeah. Okay, so number 3 for me is Peace with a
Yeah.
10.
No, I understand
Yeah.
that. I understand that. I actually have Peace at number 2 now with a 10 out of
Okay.
10.
Okay.
What did you have for number 2?
Number 2 for me is The Lakes.
Yeah.
With a 10.
And I understand that because The Lakes, I do feel like it has a little more interesting melodically and production wise.
Yes.
So I kind of understand that.
And it's
For
one that I
me-
listen to like more frequently because it's
Yeah.
a bit more like hopeful.
Yes, I agree. Peace is one that I'm not casually streaming that.
And you
really.
can't. It's
Yeah.
like Hoax, yeah.
And then number 1, I actually do have My Tears Ricochet with a 10 out of 10.
Okay, I have Epiphany
Yeah.
with a 10.
Yeah, we knew that was gonna
Um,
happen. I think My Tears Ricochet, to me, it's just so objectively
It
perfect.
is. It is
and,
objectively perfect.
And I feel like it's one that I think it is I think it might be more of my favorite than Peace now. I think it's just, it's become one that has just meant so much to me, and like, I don't know, I just love it so much.
Yeah, no, again, like My Tears Ricochet, there's an argument that could be her best song ever.
Yeah.
This is my like subjective. Like I would pick
Yes.
Epiphany over My Tears Ricochet, but like the general public, I would understand.
And my top 6 is literally all 10s.
10.
So
For me, it's the top 5. Yeah. all 10s.
So I mean, really, we're being nitpicky here
at this point,
Yeah, like they're
'cause
all amazing.
perfect songs.
Yeah.
And it like depends on the mood too. Today I was
Yes.
just really in the Lakes mood. Like that
Yeah.
did something to me today.
So then we added up all of the individual scores to get an average score. So my average score for this album was an 8.8 out of 10.
Mine
Yeah.
was a 9.2.
Okay, period. So
let's
average them
those.
together, I believe that would be a 9 out of 10 solid.
Is it?
We will do the math.
We're not math savvy. We better just do it.
So yes, we were correct. My guess was correct. We scored this album a 9 out of 10.
9 flat.
That is our highest, and that's like significantly higher than all of the Taylor. I think
Yes.
weren't we tied at 7.8?
Yep. So the highest Taylor albums are 1989, Reputation, and Speak Now, all with a 7.8.
And then Folklore's at
so
a 9.
now Folklore's at a 9.
Yeah.
So it's much higher. The only thing that has ranked higher than that is Punisher.
With a 9.2.
With a 9.2.
And I think that's fair. I do think that's fair.
Yeah, I think Punisher...
Because Punisher also has less tracks, so there's less
yeah.
weight to pull it down, if that makes sense. Pull it down as if like it's already a 9. But
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I do.
So, and I mean like 9.2, potato.
Pretty
like
close,
there,
yeah. Yeah, I do think the thing that pulled it down was it having 17 versus, isn't Punisher
Yes.
like 10?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
that many.
Yeah.
No, for a 17-track album to score that high for us.
No, yeah.
Remarkable.
And it's much, much higher than our other Taylor.
Which
Honestly, anything else. What's like the next highest after Folklore?
Wait, after what?
After Oh, You Seem Pretty. No, it's
Stranger in the Alps
with an 8 out of 10. Yeah.
And then You Seem Pretty Sad for Girl So in Love with a 7.9.
But still, that's folklore is significantly higher
Yeah,
than
it's
those,
up there.
so.
But we knew as we get into
We
like
knew that was gonna
folklore,
happen.
Evermore, Tortured Poets, like we're gonna be getting some of the higher numbers.
Yes.
Because it just
I think so.
It gets to that point.
I loved this. And we were very close, I would say, like 0.4 off. And I think Folklore is probably objectively her best album, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
It really is the album I would want to play like while I'm on my deathbed.
Yeah.
Like, it's just so.
And I think it's one that
It's
it
not
ages
so well.
amazingly,
Yeah.
and it's such a great like crown jewel of her creative abilities. I just think,
and just her songwriting abilities specifically. But
so anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you made it to this end, this was a long video.
Hopefully the folklore stands find this.
Yes, they do. But we love doing it, and this is kind of, we said it was like our pregame because next week Phoebe Bridgers' new album comes out, Lost Weekend.
Yes. So we had to get ready.
This definitely prepared me mentally, although I still don't think I'm going to be fully prepared.
No, you can never fully prepare for a Phoebe
But
album.
so be tuned for that next week, and then the week
reacting.
after that, we are going to continue our Ariana. We're kind of doing an Ariana series similar to this. We're going to be doing Sweetener. So stay tuned for all of that, if that is your jam. And then the week after that, I think we will go to Evermore.
Yeah,
which is her sister.
This is perfect as we're getting into fall.
It is.
Well.
Oh yeah, we're really, and then like Midnight's is kind of a fall album too.
Midnight's,
so we're really
my goodness, when Midnight's came out that October 2022.
Yeah, we're getting into the good stuff.
We really
are. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.